Alright, let's look at the homework 5.4, problem number 5. Alright, so first we want to find the average value of this given function over the interval from 0 to 4. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so average is going to be, so f average can be found by 1 over the length of the interval. You can do a b minus a, so 4 minus 0. Then you have an integral from 0 to 4, and you have a 1 over, actually I'm going to write it as a quantity x minus 5 to the negative 2 power dx. Right? So this is going to be 1 over 4 is just a constant in front. Alright, let's find the antiderivative. So derivative inside function is 1, so I'm going to go ahead and take the derivative using the power rule. So I'm going to add 1 to the power, so you have a quantity x minus 5, right? If you add 1 to the power, you get negative 1. And then divide by negative 1, so that's the antiderivative. And then we're going to go from 0 to 4. Alright, so let's clean it up a little bit here. 1 over 4. Alright, one thing I'm going to do is, since there's a negative sign here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn into a positive sign, then switch the lower limit and the upper limit. You didn't have to do it, but I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to switch that to 4 and switch that to 0. Alright? So then what you get is, let's say we have a 1 over x minus 5, and then you're going from 4 to 0. Right? So this is going to be equal to, right? So 1 over 4, right? And if you plug in 0, you get the 1 over negative 5. So it's going to be negative 1 over 5 minus, if you plug in 4, it's going to be 1 over negative 1. So it's going to be plus 1. Alright, so this is going to be 1 over 4 times 4 over 5. Alright, so we can cancel 4 on top and a 4 on the bottom, and this comes out to be 1/5. Right? So this the average value is 1/5. Right? So let's type it in. Right? So it's a 1 over 5. Right? So let's check the answer. Submit for testing. Alright, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. Right? So we want to find all values, x values in the interval for which the function is equal to the average value. Right? So all we have to do is set the function, so f of x, which is 1 over x minus 5 squared. And we're going to set that with equal to the average value, which is 1 over 5. Alright, so first thing I would do is take the reciprocal of both sides. You get quantity x minus 5 squared is equal to 5. Right? Then we're going to take the square root of both sides. Then we have x minus 5 is equal to plus or minus square root of 5. Right? Then we can just add 5 to both sides so that we have x all by itself. So you have a 5 plus or minus square root of 5. Right? But since the interval is between 0 and from 0 to 4, 5 plus square root of 5 is way too big, so we just need to take the one with the negative sign. Right? So answer is 5 minus square root of 5. Right? So let's type it in. 5 minus square root of 5. Right? So check the answer. All right, I came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.